Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik, and this is a game War in the Pacific Admits Edition. This is my play by PBEM against Xargun. He's a commander of the Light Forces. And for me it is still the Empire of Japan. This is scenario 1 on the game version 26B. The British base force is out of the jungle and takes the base. It's the east side. I sent already my TIE forces this direction, so maybe tomorrow I will arrive and hopefully destroy the base force once for all. To cut my rail will not have a real big impact. So my invasion fleet is arriving in Nomaya. There's a French battery with 6-inch, so this is strong. Landing one hit on my small AKL. Oh, yeah. The unloading is maybe more, creating more casualties at the end. So, this light cargo ship is maybe going down, but this is now only 65mm shells. This is a French unit, so they have other diameters. Bad weather. And still sweeping Singapore. We can never be sure that there's no allied cap trap coming back. So I commit to make it safe for my strike aircraft. Flag is already strong enough, I don't need additional buffaloes showing up. Goody, that is first fine. Ground attacks with some success. Looks normal. Here's some flag. So still with some supplies. Or enough supplies to really fight back and shoot on my airplane. Clark field. Oh, damage. And the Blenheims, they're also back. With scenario 1 you have really the problem that the zero production is already at, I think, 60 frames per, or airframes per month, so that is something. But the Oscar production is really lacking behind. And you can increase the output much faster if you run with more factories at the same time, but I always, I think there's 2 at the beginning, and I only increase the output of these 2 factories. I don't really convert other factories for Oscars. Or you could increase the output faster, but in the long run, I think Oscars, you also don't need the big numbers, so yeah. And then there's always the issue with engines. Good, out of Kabul. So my bet is today they won't fly. Days before, no. I catch here some light cargo ships. Naja, only light cargo ships. And yeah, each side sends some strike aircraft to bomb this hex. And now is the submarine sinking. And maybe even 2 submarines. So, right, my 12th Japanese army against the first war area. And victory for Japan. So the Chinese are retreating to their own base. And that is okay. So, roughly speaking, one Chinese corps is completely destroyed. And show it only bombardment. There are still 3 strong corps and even attack value on the background of triple defense hex is impossible or very hard to overcome. So I switched to siege. Similar situation here. Siege attacks, trying to dry out the Chinese. And here was a Chinese corps walking out of the mountains, block my supply flow to my Xi'an army, but I can take them on. Hukong also only bombardments, and these bombardments are in my favor. Even if it needs long, it blocks this Chinese and consumes the supplies. Clarkfield get 1 more bombardment. I think I wait 1 more day to get the fatigue down. I was at 3,500, so I'm still roughly 10% lower, but the Allies lost nearly 20% attack value. And attack on Manado. Okay. I cannot achieve a victory, but fort is down. And here, this is the block for the French. This is for a Navy Guard unit too much, but I think for the regiment, not an issue to take on. So no big great. I mean, there was 1 land victory for me in China, but expected. Next turn we will see maybe the next Battle of Clark, and I also try to storm, of course, Nomaya. Goodie. So air losses. Only 1 airplane for the Allies. Of course, I cannot lose a pilot if I lose the airframe. This is not possible. And there was 2 light cargo Dutch ships and 1 or 2 submarines sinking. Good. No change of situation in China, but I slowly getting the source under control. More my focus is but still here around to clean the central China area and take these 2 bases to open the rail directly, and also to get my Xi'an army. There's still more equipment moving So the tanks are always faster than everyone else. So I will try to take out this block units, but this is now only... This is already clear terrain, so there's no bonus. So my tanks can operate at full effect. And I also try to walk up the highway and take these 2 cities. Nothing more to for China. Burma looks also fine. I crossed the river, but the British escaped me, so maybe we have a battle of Pegu, we will see. It's still a little risky for me to run here too much Air Force. There's a presence in Rangoon, fighters are still here, so but Malaya looks fine. I try to get everything to Johor Bahru and maybe cross the border to Singapore at the 1st or 2nd of January. Not much more here to see. Manado will maybe fight no more. Then I have also this base under control. And Coral Sea landing was successful. I sent my carriers now already to Luganville to find here my AO, to refuel, and then be back at Nomai in maybe 2 turns. And I hope simply that this 1 or 2 days no one show up. But the unloading is finished, so I could normally go here. I have 1 submarine to guard this operation. So if there's an enemy cruiser battleship coming, then maybe I can get the torpedo hit on it. Good. And Fiji is empty. And nothing more to say or to see. Take care, bye-bye.